Today is a very exciting day because we are doing our big honey harvest for the year. Earlier in the summer, we took out a couple of frames from one of our hives to get some spring honey and some beeswax, but now, after several weeks of lovely, sunny, warm weather, our Flow Hive Super is completely full and ready to harvest. Honey is an amazing substance and will store indefinitely as long as it is harvested at the right time. They've actually found jars of honey sealed in Egyptian tombs, and it's been still 100% good and edible, and they've actually tasted it, which kind of seems like a way to get cursed, but I don't know. The bees actually beat their wings to dehydrate the nectar that they're storing in the frames until it is below about 18% water content. Then they know it's ready and they will cap it with wax to store. When a frame's cells are 90% capped, you know it's ready to harvest and it will store well at room temperature. This is our first full harvest from our Flow hive, and it looks quite a bit different from harvesting from other styles of beehives. Rather than taking out the full frame, scraping the wax caps off of the cells, and then putting it through a strainer or an extractor, we just insert a long tool into the top of the Flow Hive Super to crack the cells in half so that the honey will start dripping out of the cells and into a channel. Then it will flow into a tube and straight into a jar to store it in. This method should be really low impact on the bees compared to other harvesting methods, and also a lot easier for us. Another pro for the bees is they don't have to spend all that hard work rebuilding the cells and honeycomb for them to store the honey in, because that all stays right in the frames. We're just taking the honey out. We're putting a plastic bag over our tube and harvesting jar to prevent any curious honeybees from getting stuck in the honey or interference from other insects. This honey represents a huge number of calories for us to store and eat throughout the winter, and just as important, I would say, it also will provide lots of sweetness. We can also use this honey to preserve other things like garlic, herbs, and fruits, or to ferment into meads or sodas. And sometimes we even use this honey to put on scrapes or burns to utilize its antiseptic healing properties. So we're sure the bees aren't particularly thrilled that we're taking this giant box of honey that they had saved up for the winter. We are leaving them with tons of honey in the rest of the hive, and hopefully they think it's a fair exchange for giving them this beautiful home and a garden full of flowers and nectar.